Hey everybody. Are we on? Are we on? Yeah, we're on. It's another episode of Andy's free guitar chart videos here. And we've got 3 charts to cover. And we've got some really exciting cages to look at. I know I'm starting to become the cage guy. The big cage, the medium-sized cage, the little cage, all that stuff. And I got them all in one now. So let's dig into this stuff. And of course the cages connect in different ways. Some of them have more overlap than others. Okay. For instance, the modal cages have complete scalar overlap. So we have an Ionian cage. Those are the 3 bottom notes of the Ionian cage. Then we have the Dorian cage. Those are the 3 bottom notes of the Dorian cage, the 3 bottom notes of the Phrygian, the Mixolydian, the Aeolian, the Locrian cage, the 3 bottom notes of the Locrian cage, So, that's what we have in one of the particular, in the playaway cages. And that's our pattern build. That's our usual pattern build. So we're 349 here, extra long modal multi-cages with short to cut out on every mode. Okay, so that's the new subject, that's the advanced subject, but we're still looking a little bit, talking review here, where we have this guy right here, this pattern build here. Here's the Mixolydian 567. If it's on the bottom, it'd be like that. So here's my guitar, down tuned to C, it's a down C tune, so that Mixolydian would be up here. It should be in tune with the guitar, okay? Something like that. So here's the build. The Ionian root 2-3, the Lydian 4-5-6, the Locrian 7 root 2, and you just and on and on. The Phrygian 3-4-5, Aeolian 6-7 root, Dorian 2-3-4, and again on top. So we're going to deal with these. These are P4 tuned. It's as if they're just stacked on top, perfect fourths. We don't know where the tuning third's going to be. We know it's between the G and the B string, but we're depending on where we start. So anything that works depending on where we start, instead of showing an arrow that goes around down to this, so it's 2, 3, 4 goes back down over here to 5, 6, 7, or showing 2, 3, 4 going up to a repeat of these 3 extra long string shapes, right? Long string shapes. Okay? Because they're all the short string shapes are the same length, all right? Except if we're looking at the short patterns. The short patterns, we have a short A string shape. And I want to say one thing about that relevant to today's lesson, and that is let's lighten up on this. The Mixolydian could be 5-6 or 5-6-7. Okay, and the Lydian, which isn't even in the short patterns, we don't have Lydian in caged. You can play it from D, you can play it in the C, okay, but we don't have a Lydian in regular cage, which is C, A, G, E, and D. Okay, but the Lydian in the long build, and the 5-6 I'm saying can be 5-6-7. The Lydian can be 4-5-6-7. That's the advanced topic for today. It's actually not today's topic, but it's kind of some fallout from today's lesson about 2 charts ahead. So let's keep going. So we know what we have here. So Lydian can be 4-5-6 or 4-5-6-7. We're going to just keep that easy for now. It's your choice how you play it. Now let's look at this 348 here, 349. So what I've done is we're looking for new cages, new ways to do things. Up here we just have our simple horizontal and vertical direction. Okay, so if this is the base string shape, any string shape anywhere, hey, let's look at it. Could be the A string shape on the third string. 5, 6, 7. Key is C. G, A, B. Okay, and that would be the dot before the double dot. For well, actually, that's where it would be for you, because these are the right notes here. Hopefully, but I don't think so. I think with yours, your double dot and dot are further up here. So that is not where your dot and double dot are. The double dot for your tuning is here. So ignore my dots. I do. Unless I'm doing dot scales and a dot lecture, which is fun. I look forward to that. When I'm changing the grids out in between, I like to do a dot thing before I put the inlays back on, the new ones. So here we have a string shape, let's say 5, 6. Okay, now that's root. We're going to call that root even though it's not the base string shape. So it's root plus 3 is the next string shape up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's root, here's 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we are looking at the long A pattern. The long A string shape. 5, 6, 7. And then 6, 7 root is 1, 2, 3. That's root plus 3. So that's where the next string shape starts. And that'll obviously be the long string shape starting on root. On the parent root. Not on the modal root. So it'll be root 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 in Mixolydian. C is the 4th. Okay, D is the 5th, and E is the 6th. So that would be root plus 3. Now the string shape below it's root plus 4. So let's just find out what root plus 4 is. 5, 6, 7, root 2. Now that root I'm calling is the parent root, the Ionian, when we're in Mixolydian. Okay, so it's root plus 4. So it's 5, 6, 7, root 2. So the string shape below it, the string shape below this, starts on the 2 down here. Okay, that's your Dorian. It's actually the, isn't it the 5th of the string shape that we're on? Yes. And then the same thing, the same relationship exists. Now that's when you're going in no sharing string shapes, like this. Above to the next string, below to the string below it is the same thing. Root plus 3 is above. So the root plus 3 is going to be the, and below we're going to have that D string shape. And we don't share usually when we're going vertically, but we like to share notes when we're going something like that. So we'd rather do a caged advance. So from this string shape here, okay, I couldn't find the little diagram that I had made for the vertical cage advance. I can just explain it to you. Let's say we're doing a 5-6 A5-6 here. The next one up, A is G, so that would be 6-7 root. The next down from A, that away, is going to be a pentatonic scale advance. So the